Today we're going to talk about one of the most powerful forces behind every successful person on the planet. Discipline. Not talent, not luck, not intelligence. Discipline. Jim Rohn often reminded us that success is not a mystery. It is the result of simple disciplines practiced every single day. The difference between an average life and an extraordinary life is not found in one giant decision. It is found in the small choices you make when nobody is watching. Think about it for a moment. Every morning you wake up with two options. You can stay comfortable and repeat yesterday, or you can choose discipline and create a better tomorrow. Most people wait until they feel motivated before they take action. But motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. It keeps moving even when emotions disappear. It keeps working when excuses become louder. It keeps showing up when the world tells you to quit. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant positive habits, negative habits will grow automatically. Doubt, procrastination, fear, and laziness don't need permission to enter your life. They appear naturally if you don't train your mind. That's why mental discipline is so important. Before you can control your future, you must first learn to control your thoughts. Every successful person has experienced days when they didn't feel like working. They felt tired, they felt discouraged, they questioned themselves, but they kept going because they understood something that many people never learn. Feelings are temporary, but discipline creates permanent results. Jim Rohn believed that your life changes the moment you accept responsibility for everything that happens to you. Blaming circumstances may feel comfortable, but it never creates progress. The moment you stop making excuses is the moment your real growth begins. Ask yourself this question. What excuse have you been repeating for months or even years? Maybe you say you're too busy. Maybe you think you're too old or too young. Maybe you believe you need better opportunities before you can succeed. But the truth is that success rarely begins with perfect conditions. It begins with imperfect action. Discipline teaches you to act before you're ready. It teaches you that waiting for confidence is a mistake because confidence grows through action, not before it. Every step you take makes the next step easier. Imagine lifting weights for the first time. It feels difficult. Your muscles ache. You struggle with every repetition. But after weeks of consistent effort, the same weight becomes easier because your body has adapted. Your mind works exactly the same way. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, your mental strength becomes stronger. Most people fail because they negotiate with themselves too often. They say, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. Before they realize it, years have passed without meaningful progress. Discipline eliminates unnecessary decisions. Instead of asking yourself whether you should work today, discipline tells you that work is simply what you do. Just like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast, success becomes part of your daily routine rather than an occasional event. Jim Rohn said that we all suffer from one of two pains, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. Think about how true that is. Spending 1 hour learning a new skill may feel difficult today, but imagine the regret of looking back 5 years later wishing you had started. Every successful entrepreneur, athlete, artist, and leader has paid the price of discipline long before receiving the rewards of success. People often admire the results without understanding the sacrifices behind them. They see the championship trophy, but not the early mornings. They see the successful business, but not the sleepless nights. They see financial freedom, but not the years of consistent effort. Your habits are writing the story of your future every single day. The small choices seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, they become your destiny. Reading 10 pages every day may not seem life-changing. Exercising for 30 minutes may not seem extraordinary. Saving a little money every month may not seem exciting. But after years of consistency, these small actions create remarkable results. Discipline also means protecting your focus. We live in a world full of distractions. Social media notifications, endless entertainment, and constant interruptions steal our attention every day. Successful people understand that attention is one of their greatest assets. They don't allow distractions to control their schedule. Instead, they control where their energy goes. Your future depends on what you repeatedly focus on. If you spend hours consuming negativity, your mindset becomes negative. If you spend hours learning, growing, and improving yourself, your future begins to change. Another powerful lesson from Jim Rohn is that you become like the people you spend the most time with. Discipline includes choosing relationships that encourage growth rather than comfort. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to become better. Stay close to those who inspire action instead of excuses. Remember, success is never accidental. It is built intentionally through disciplined decisions repeated every day. You don't have to be perfect. You simply have to be consistent. There will be setbacks, there will be failures. There will be moments when quitting seems easier than continuing. But every challenge is also an opportunity to strengthen your character. The strongest people are not those who never fail. They are the ones who refuse to stay down after failure. Your greatest competition isn't another person. It's the version of yourself that wants comfort over growth. Every day you must decide which version will win. When discipline becomes your lifestyle, success is no longer a matter of luck. It becomes a natural consequence of your daily actions. You begin waking up with purpose. You begin making decisions based on your goals instead of your emotions. And little by little, your entire life starts to transform. The journey won't always be easy, but it will always be worth